Hi, Sade Champagne here, and I am finally sitting down to give my review of the season 1 finale, episode 8 of American Song Contest. Oh my goodness, we are finally here. And I know my video is late, but I have been traveling. I'm actually in Slidell, Louisiana right now. Been doing a lot of performing, speaking, and vacationing as well. So I'm glad to finally get this video to you. If you want to know more about American Song Contest, be sure to watch episodes 1 through 7. And also they have the full video of the grand finale up on YouTube. So I encourage you to go watch it because it's honestly one of the best, not only grand finale, reality TV show, talent competition type shows, music competition shows I've ever seen, but just TV shows in general. It literally is like an award show. You're watching the Super Bowl halftime show. You're watching the Grammys. You're watching just, oh my goodness, pure talent. As always, I'm going to be sharing about my favorites from this grand finale. I'm going to share my thoughts on their performance, and then I'm going to share with you where they placed in the actual finale results. All right, starting off with Michael Bolton from Connecticut singing Beautiful World. He shared how he's gotten so many messages from people all over the world telling him how much they love his performance and they love his song. And I can see why. It's very inspiring and encouraging. And also just seeing him and the age where he is in life, almost 70 years old, singing like that, looking like that, just full of vibrant, and you can still feel the childlike excitement in him. And he gave such a beautiful performance, and it was cool because seeing him where he is and having the choir and the audience that was just so engaged with his performance, beautiful. Next up was Grant Knoche. I've been saying his name wrong all season. Grant Knoche from Texas with his song Mr. Independent. And man, he is such a star. I am thankful for this show because I would have never known about him, or I don't know how I would have ever known about him beforehand. And he literally, his outfits, I love his costuming and the way that he just sets it off on stage. He grabs you in with his energy. I could just feel his vocals even more in the song. And people don't realize, first off, it takes a lot of talent to sing the way that he is while dancing at the same time, and understanding that he can sing even more notes than what's in that song. This song is particularly for what it's for and what he's sharing in the message, and I loved it. Fantastic. Next up, we have Jordan Smith from Kentucky with Sparrow. He took this finale and just, man, like you could see he wanted to take it home. And the audience had their lighters up, and I was at home watching it just like, oh. And I literally had just gotten back from Fresno, traveling and performing. And man, it really touched me. And I just love Jordan Smith. I've been a huge supporter of his, like I said, since The Voice. And I love the way he dresses as well in his suits and having the choir out there with him. And it's just, it reminded me of a scene that you would see in a beautiful faith-based movie, like at the end when people are getting saved and set free. And so his song was perfect for that. And next up, Alan Stone from Washington with A Little Bit of Both. So Alan actually wasn't able to be there in person, so they took his performance from the rehearsal, which when I tell you about his performance, it's gonna trip you out that it was a rehearsal, because that performance once again looked like he was ready for that grand finale and setting it off. I would have never thought rehearsal had they not said anything. Alan wasn't able to be there for personal reasons, but we were so glad that he was still live streaming with us after we got to see his incredible performance. So his suit, man, that suit was bad. And just his flavor, his sunglasses that he wears, the way he was interacting with the other musicians on stage with him, and also the other singers, and it just felt like this groovy, beautiful, phenomenal 70s party, but still also so current. And he's been one of my #1 favorites since the beginning. You know, it was Jordan Smith, Alan Stone, and Jared Lee, with Jared Lee being my #1 favorite, and then these two, you know, still up there in my #1s. Next up, we had Tenelle representing American Samoa with her song Full Circle. She looks so beautiful, like the mermaid she is and the princess she is, and literally came up there. And I love that each performance, she has showcased different aspects of her culture. And you could just tell she just came out there and gave her very best and gave a phenomenal dynamic performance. And I just have learned even more about her cultures since this show. So I'm very thankful for that. Looking here in my notes, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my favorites made it to the finale, so I would have been happy with any of them winning. Next up, we have AleXa from Oklahoma with her song Wonderland. AleXa came out there like she knew she's about to win this, or at least like she's giving it all she can to be able to win this. And man, her costumes, and also from all the staging and the lights and the colors and the song itself, it's a really good song, but I know what sells it is her. She really sells the song with the way she performs and how she carries herself on stage and all the combinations that make her who she is. And she did a stellar job. We have Tyler Braden from Tennessee with his song 17. He had definitely the most scaled back and the most chill performance as far as like staging, but that's what he is and that's what represents him. And I think it's powerful he did that, and he didn't feel pressure to say, let me now have this performance where I'm doing all this on stage. He stayed true to himself, and I thought that was a wonderful job. And lastly, he was the one who finished off this grand finale of performances, Riker Lynch from Colorado with Feel the Love. He did a great job. I really enjoyed how he brought his wife up at the end and they performed and danced together, and you could just feel their love, no pun intended. And I really enjoyed his performance. He did a solid job, and I'm very proud of him. And the way that they did this entire season and wrapped it up, I thought was just not only Riker Lynch, but all the performers tonight. It was A class. So now I want to share with y'all about the results. I'm going to make it kind of quick, and you can go and watch the full grand finale if you want to see everything. I'm going to share with you where each artist would have placed if it was only the jury votes, and then I'm going to share with you when they calculated in the fan votes what place each artist actually came in and what determined the winner. So Alan Stone from Washington, with a little bit of both, he got the highest from the jury, so he would have been number one if it was only voted by the jury. And then second place would have been Tyler Braden from Tennessee with his song 17. And this is all just from jury votes. Third place would have been Jordan Smith from Kentucky with Sparrow. Fourth place would have been Nico from Alabama with The Difference. Fifth place would have been AleXa from Oklahoma with Wonderland. Chloe Fredericks from North Dakota with Can't Make You Love Me would have been number 6. Grant Knoche from Texas with Mr. Independent would have been number 7, and Michael Bolton from Connecticut with Beautiful World would have been number 8, and Tenelle from American Samoa with Full Circle would have been number 9, and Riker Lynch from Colorado with Feel the Love would have been number 10. So that's what the jury votes. Alan Stone received 105 jury votes, with number 10, Riker Lynch, receiving 25. And there's a big jump in the jury votes from first place to fifth place. It literally went from 105 with Alan Stone to AleXa receiving 56, and then it just continued to go down from there. When we factor in the fan votes, and once again, the fans at the end of the day get to decide who wins. And now we're gonna go for that. So in first place was my girl, AleXa from Oklahoma with Wonderland. Congratulations, AleXa, yay! In second place was Riker Lynch from Colorado with Feel the Love. Congratulations, Riker Lynch. And once again, 2 of my favorites already. And in third place was Jordan Smith from Kentucky with Sparrow. Yay, Jordan, one of my number 1 favorites from this season. In fourth place was Grant Knoche from Texas with Mr. Independent. Yay, Grant. And fifth place was Alan Stone from Washington with a little bit of both. Yay! And then in sixth place was Tenelle from American Samoa with Full Circle. Yay! And then in seventh place is Michael Bolton from Connecticut with Beautiful World. Yay! Once again, another one of my favorites. And in eighth place was Nico from Alabama with The Difference. And in ninth place was Chloe Fredericks from North Dakota with Can't Make You Love Me. 10th place was Tyler Braden from Tennessee with 17. So we have wrapped up this season. I cannot wait until next season. I hope and pray they bring this show back. I had a phenomenal time watching it, reviewing it. I hope that y'all go out and celebrate and support these other artists. And thank you so much to everyone who supports me. And I hope you enjoyed the show as well. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. All right, talk to you later. Bye.